When they get older, it's.
We got Mr. Morris, Mr. Robinson.
Morris and Robinson. Okay, good morning, guys. All right, so tell me what we're doing with these gentlemen.
We're reading extradition on both of them, Judge.
Okay. So. Mr. Morris.
Yes.
Oh, you signed Mr. Morris's.
You are wanted out of the state of Louisiana for failure to register as a sex offender. Are you waiving formal extradition?
Yes. Hey, Judge, I have a question.
Shoot.
Since the charge originated out of Harris County like 40 years ago, since I served time here since in the state of Texas, since they've been trying to make me sign up for this in Louisiana.
So what this is it looks like they filed a charge out of Louisiana, right? And they issued a warrant for one reason or the other, probably a failure to appear. It could be just a new warrant that, Dave, do you have any?
My best guess, because I don't have the underlying offense, but the originating offense that required him to register as a sex offender did come from Harris County, but they might have had some evidence that he either resided there or had an appearance in Louisiana.
Perhaps it got transferred over there.
Right, and so for some.
Or no, I mean, that wouldn't work. I don't know. I have no idea. They give us so limited information here on what the underlying case, we don't even fight the underlying case. All we do is establish who you are and whether you want to fight extradition or not.
Right,
Really.
thank you.
And you are Sidney Robinson?
Yes, sir.
So Judge, on Mr. Robinson, we'll have the waiver on the fugitive case. And then on the assault case, if you wanted to put bond conditions, I believe state wanted no contact.
Oh, so you're on bond for an assault here out of our court here. You were also wanted out of Adams, Colorado for driving under the influence, failure to display proof of insurance, and careless driving, and
I know, Jeff. I know, but it's on there. It's one of the warrants.
low power scooter operation without a license.
Which is completely false. It was a Harley. It was very
Don't. Just
We don't want to say.
you're waiving formal extradition on that case, right? Okay. So I don't know anything about are you representing him on the assault?
I am.
Wonderful. Alex?
Their cause number for the
Assault?
Yes.
254-7113.
I apologize. 254-7113.
113.
Okay,
Stevie though.
that is correct. Let me see. Okay, I can tell you the facts of the case, Your Honor, if you
Okay.
want to hear those. So on the assault, the officers were
Thank you.
dispatched to a welfare check at a residence in Harris County, Texas, in response to a disturbance. The caller, the witness, was met by the officer, and she said she kept hearing the female saying, "Stop it." The complainant stated she went to an upstairs bedroom and slept, and that the defendant entered the room, grabbed her by the throat, and lifted her off her feet. The complainant stated she did not have pain or impede breath due to the fact that she was very intoxicated and could not feel anything at all at that moment.
Did you say she was very intoxicated? Because
She was very intoxicated at that moment. And then on the morning of the incident, or on the 11th of January, the defendant woke up and they started verbally arguing again. And the complainant said that the defendant threw a box at her and hit her in the head. And the complainant said the defendant began to chase her in the backyard. And while she was in the corner of the backyard, the defendant ran towards her, threw her down in the mud, and began choking her with his hands. And the officer observed the complainant to have fresh bruising around the left eye and a red marking on the left and right side of the forehead.
Okay, Mr. Robinson, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward on your assault case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this person and not to be in possession of weapons. I'm also ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. Do you understand? Okay, So the other thing is this, Shreya, is that he's on bond for this here.
Right.
What, do we know, Day, do we know that Colorado's coming to get him?
Yes. So they, short answer is yes. I haven't heard anything else since the original.
Okay, so we need them to sign conditions. Now, you got to be aware that if you go back, if they end up picking you back and you go to Colorado, whatever happens there, you must remain in contact with Shreya here, because if you don't, we're going to issue a warrant here. And what's happening now will exactly happen over there, where you're going to be sitting in custody over there. And then a hold is going to be placed over here. And then you're going to have to come all the way back over here. All you have to do is remain in contact with her so we know what the situation is going on. And don't have any contact with the complaining witness's case. Don't pick up any new cases. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay?
And Judge, in case, for whatever reason, Colorado decides not to extradite and he is released in the next week, we're gonna do a appearance required for the January 29th.
Okay. That sounds good to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Was there state conditions, Your Honor?
No, pre-trial.
Morning, Judge. We're approaching on Mrs. Troy Britton. This is the one that, oh, you weren't here yesterday, Judge. Judge Jackson was here yesterday. We were trying to do something, but I asked to bring my client here so she can know what's going on.
So Judge, the original approach yesterday, while Judge Jackson filled in, was the man jurisdiction requested an extension of 2 days, which she granted because it's 2 days and you typically do that. But Ricardo wanted the accused to come to court so that it could be a more formal understanding of what's happening. And during that time for this morning is Ricardo's not telling me she is wanting to have a bond set by the court. State as opposed.
Yeah, this is the one where she's like 17 and she's got already like
She's had 7
half-
charges,
yeah.
2 of them
She's
failure.
19, Judge.
okay, 19, 19, right? Yeah. Sorry, I can't. Just you scare me, man. I can't. They're all very violent cases now. You know, you're wanted at state for another. You know, sorry.
Judge, if I may,
Sure.
in talking to my client, she's made valid points to me. And of course, I'm just,
I know you're advocating for your client, and I'm never going to begrudge anyone for advocating. It's your job, I know. But you're 19 years old. You've got 7 priors already. You're wanted out of another state. There are multiple aggravated assault cases. You've got 2 failure to appears. At some point, we have to say when. And now's that point. You scared me, really. I don't want anything else to happen. So,
So the extension was originally granted by Judge Jackson out to the, I want to misspeak. 24th.
if I'm not doing any more. If they don't come here by that point, she gets released. Okay? All right. Thanks.
Judge.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Oh,